Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking all about why I made the switch to non-toxic products in my home. If you're new here, my name is Tori and I love creating videos about living a healthy, productive, and mindful lifestyle. Guys, every time I try to film this, like, are you just going to sit right behind me? What are you doing? So about 3 to 4 years ago, especially right after we got married, which was almost 3 years ago, I began this journey of switching to non-toxic products in my home. At the time, I had no idea what this was going to entail, how big of a challenge this was going to be, and what it really meant. And honestly, there was so many times, and there still are so many times, where I'm so overwhelmed with this process and just never feel like I'm going to be able to be perfect. There's so much conflicting information about everything. Anything you research, there's going to be two different sides to the story, and you just have to kind of decide what's important to you and what your values are. There are also huge companies investing a ton of money trying to convince you that the products that you're using are safe. But as I dug deeper and as I began making switches in my life, I really just began to understand why this is so important. I want to add before I really get started that I know the terms toxic or chemical or non-toxic are so controversial, and yes, I know that things like water are a chemical, have chemical constituents. That's not the point. I think everybody knows what we're talking about when we refer to ingredients that are harmful chemicals. I also realize that anything, including water, can be toxic if you use it in a really high dosage. So again, that's just not the point. I know that there's going to be people that argue that way. But when I use terms like chemicals or toxic or non-toxic, I'm referring to chemicals such as fragrance or phthalates or triclosan, harmful chemicals that have been proven by research to be harmful. So I'm going to follow up this video with another video about the practical swaps that I've made in my home, but first I wanted to do a video all about why I made those swaps and why they're so important. And also, if you are in the place that I was 3 years ago, feeling so overwhelmed, feeling like you'll never be able to switch all of the products in your home, just know that it's totally possible, and every little decision, every little step is so important, and they all add up to make a really huge difference in your life. And I absolutely believe in baby steps. I believe in doing little things because those add up. And also, if you're watching this video or if you watch any of my videos, I never want you to feel guilt or shame because you didn't know something or because you haven't made a switch yet. I really just want my videos to be inspiring and educational and teach you something that maybe you didn't know. I believe that when we know better, we can do better. So if you didn't know something was harmful for you, how are you supposed to know that you weren't supposed to be using that? But once we know something and once we gain knowledge, we're able to change our behaviors. So basically, instead of feeling guilt or shame from this video, I really just hope that it inspires you to live a healthier lifestyle. So 2 amazing resources for this. The first one is an app called Think Dirty, and the second one is EWG, and I don't know if they have an app. I always use it on my desktop, and both of those organizations basically help dissect this information, and you can type in different products or different ingredients, and they rate things and kind of explain to you if an ingredient is safe or harmful or somewhere in between. And I definitely take both of those apps with a grain of salt. There's lots of products that aren't in there. There's lots of products that haven't been manually vetted. So there's definitely companies that use things like fragrance, but you can read their fragrance policy and it's all pure essential oils. But Think Dirty might not know that, and until it gets manually vetted into there, yeah. But those are both really good places to start. So the reality is that common ingredients in our household products like cleaners, shampoos, toothpaste, cosmetics, makeup, they have not gone through the testing that people assume that they have. Especially in the US and Canada, there are thousands and thousands of products and ingredients that should not be legal, that should not be deemed safe. In Europe, they've actually banned about 1,500 ingredients that are still completely legal to be used here. And basically these ingredients have been grandfathered into the system. So because they've been used for dozens and dozens of years, the FDA has deemed them generally recognized as safe. And some of these, there has been virtually zero research done on them. And the problem is not that one ingredient in your shampoo is going to give you cancer. That's not at all what's going to happen, but it's that that ingredient used every single day for 10, 20, 30, 40, 70, 80 years might not be safe. Plus that chemical with another chemical in your shampoo or another chemical that you're using somewhere else haven't been tested together, so they don't know the effects that they'll have on each other over a long period of time. So the FDA is working towards this. They're working towards safety and everything, obviously, but this is a process that takes a lot of money and a lot of time because they have to do a lot of research on different ingredients. So I forget the exact stat, but I think it's like something like 8 ingredients have been banned in the last like 5 years because that's how long it takes. So basically all of this is to say that you can't assume that the products on the shelf at Walmart or at Sephora or at wherever you're shopping are safe. They have not gone through steps before they go on the shelf to make sure that they're safe for you. So really the only safety precautions that are happening is after a product has been on the market for a certain time, if there's a large group of people that have had issues with it, then the FDA starts to look at it. But at that point, the damage is done. Thousands of people may have already used a product. And honestly, at that point, it's kind of too late. So there's just no proactive measure making sure that things are safe before they're available for us to purchase. So I'm not telling you all of that to say that the FDA or the government are horrible. I'm telling you that because you need to be your own advocate. You need to be doing the research on the products that you put on your skin or in your home or you're using every single day. It's up to you to make sure that those products are safe. So there are actual proven connections, tons of research to show that different ingredients being used in our products are linked to things like cancer or endocrine disruption or hormone problems, fertility, asthma, allergies, autoimmune issues. And while not all of the research is super conclusive, as far as I'm concerned, there's enough research that I'm convinced that I need to do better and pursue safer alternatives. There are thousands of known carcinogens, ingredients that are known to cause or be linked to cancer, that are totally legal to use in our products and in products that people are using on their kids. So I believe in practicing a proactive lifestyle. I don't want to get to a place where I'm sick or where I'm struggling with issues and then decide to make changes. I want to make changes proactively in the hopes that it will improve the quality of my life over the decades. There are so many links between the ingredients that we're using and different diseases, and I believe that the products we use matter. I believe that the choices that we make matter, and I believe that each small swap makes such a big difference in our life. So our skin is the largest organ in our body, and it absorbs about 60% of whatever we put on it. So that means that perfume that you're spraying on your body or the laundry detergent that you're using to wash your sheets, all of that is being absorbed into your skin, straight into your bloodstream. So I take this super seriously. Anything that is going onto my skin or into my home, I'm very picky about the ingredients that are in it. And switching to natural products does not mean that we need to sacrifice quality. It does not mean that we have to sacrifice our home smelling nice or us smelling nice or our hair being clean or wearing nice makeup. It doesn't mean that at all. In fact, I found so many companies that sell amazing products that are so clean and just as good or better than conventional products. After swapping literally dozens of products in my home, I don't feel like I've made any sacrifices in terms of quality. In fact, I feel like I've gained such a higher quality of life because of it. Another reason to switch to natural products is that you save so much money in the long run. And yes, I know that a lot of things are an investment up front, and also some products aren't as readily available. You might have to go somewhere other than Walmart or Target or wherever you usually buy your laundry detergent to find one that's a little bit cleaner. But I've saved so much money since I started swapping products for more natural, non-toxic green products. I also make a ton of my own products with ingredients like coconut oil, vinegar, baking soda, essential oils. And while some of those are an investment up front, I find that I can use the same ingredients to make so many different products. So when I need something new, instead of going to the store and spending $20 on a new face wash, I can use ingredients that I already have in my home to make something new. And I'm not gonna lie to you and say that natural products are very inexpensive. Some of them are much more expensive. For instance, I'm finding that natural makeup is much more expensive and much harder to come by, especially in Canada, than conventional makeup. But that's just a sacrifice that I'm willing to make for my health. Plus, I find that it makes me much more mindful about my purchases. So instead of just picking up like a $7 lipstick when I'm at Walmart getting groceries, I'd rather invest in like a $20, $25 lipstick that I know that I'm gonna love and I've done research on. So in the long run, I end up with less products, but I've spent about the same amount of money and I have products that I really love. I also love supporting smaller businesses that are so passionate about the health and wellness of their customers. I love finding companies that truly care about creating high quality, safe products. And I'd much rather support those companies than huge billion-dollar companies that really only care about making more money. So I know that was probably a lot of information. This is something that I'm so passionate about and I've been researching for years and I think is so important. Again, I never want anyone to feel guilt or shame or like they have to be perfect, but I really believe in baby steps and just striving to be better and make better choices than you did yesterday. I am definitely not perfect. I don't claim to know everything about this topic, but my goal is just to bring awareness through this journey and just share the things that I've learned and hope that they can help you. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and let me know in the comments below if this is something that you would like me to talk more about in the future. I will definitely be following this up with a video about healthy swaps that I've made in my own lifestyle, and I hope that will help you. And if you haven't already done so, make sure to subscribe to my channel as that really helps me out. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in the next video.